Pretty much all preparations are set and in place after today's walkthrough inspection by the House's Office of the Sergeant-at-Arms to include contingency plans for emergencies such as the extreme weather and disasters, security breaches, and the options for the president's arrival and departure. Our Maribel Custodio also sampled voices from House lawmakers on what they wish to hear from the president on Monday.
The Office of the Sergeant-at-Arms, or OSA, of the House of Representatives has begun its walkthrough inspections at the Batasan, Pambansa, 4 days before President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.'s State of the Nation address. According to House Sergeant-at-Arms retired Brigadier General Ferdinand Melchor de la Cruz, this year's SONA will be a simple event.
Kasi from what I learned, last year is, mga previous years, kasama yata yung mga family of congressmen, senators. Ngayon parang they are limited to the spouses na lang. And then yun nga, some mga important guests, it as mga diplomats, yun na lang, mga VIPs. Pero wala na yung mga masyadong magarbong preparations. Very simple, pero the grandeur is still there, the dignity of the SONA is still maintained.
Around 3,000 people are expected to attend one-day SONA. Although authorities have not received any specific threats, the OSA is ensuring that security inside and around the Batasan, Pambansa is tight.
Actually, the Philippine National Police will be deploying accordingly about nasa 22,000 nga, although buong Metro Manila naman. And then the MMDA, who are in charge sa traffic flow, I think they will be deploying about 1,451 of their personnel, key personnel. And meron din silang command center, command vehicle that will be set up dito sa Commonwealth.
The armed forces of the Philippines will also remain on standby, depending on the level of threat. Authorities are also prepared for possible emergencies such as heavy rains, earthquakes, and fires. The OSA has also planned contingency measures for the president's arrival and departure depending on the weather on SONA day.
Yesterday we had parang tabletop exercises then, which one of the scenarios is yun nga, yung ganun, ano, yung heavy rains, na yung approach or yung ingress ng ating Pangulo ay by land, kasi normally naman na nakasanayan through air na darating. So we are prepared also. The MMDA is prepared. The Philippine National Police is prepared also for those eventualities.
The final walkthrough is scheduled on Friday and Saturday. Meanwhile, several lawmakers have shared what they hope to hear from President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. during his SONA. Bicol Saro Party List Representative Terry Ridon said they expect the president to address the country's economic status.
Bahagi ko naman, very important na mag-clarify siyempre yung Pangulo doon sa bago nating economic status bilang bansa, yung pong pag-abot ng upper middle income status, no? At ano ho yung ibig sabihin po nito sa mga ordinaryong Pilipino, kasi very important po na in the same manner na umunlad po yung estado ng atin po ekonomiya, dapat po ay maramdaman ng atin po mga kababayan nito. So, ibig sabihin, ano ho yung mga aktual po mga dagdag pang mga intervention na gagawin ng atin pong Pangulo para maabot po ng iba't ibang mga sektor, lalo po yung mga marginalized sectors, may hirap po natin mga kababayan, ordinaryong mga pamilya, yung pong inabot po ng ating ekonomiya.
While Dinagat Islands Representative Kaka Bagao said she hopes that President will outline the administration legislative priorities that will serve as a guide for government programs.
At dahil ina-address na rin naman ang mga mababatas at mga priority policies, isa sa laging inaasahan sa SONA talaga ay magkaroon ng malinaw na paglatag ng priority ng mga batas na magiging guide sa mga programa sa buong bansa.
So far, the House of Representatives has approved 26 LEDAC priority bills on third and final reading. Vel Custodio for The Nation.